One business guide says you need no bank guarantee. The very next guide says you need a massive 300,000 dirhams. Choosing the wrong license category results in months of delay and avoidable regulatory fees. This video is produced for Best Solution, Dubai's leading company formation specialist since 2003. Best Solution has formed over 5,000 companies across the United Arab Emirates. Setting up a human resources business requires categorizing your exact operational model before applying for any license. Identifying whether you provide strategic advice or directly employ staff determines your launch speed and capital requirements. A professional services license allows for policy or payroll advice. Regulated recruitment involves placing candidates for a fee. This diagram shows the split between advisory and regulated paths. Regulated recruitment mandates ministry approval and a bank guarantee of 300,000 dirhams. Founders often ask for a generic recruitment license instead of evaluating their actual business model first. The most experienced founders use 4 specific questions to define their correct legal category. Question 1 asks you to identify if the client is the employer, the candidate, or another agency. Question 2 identifies if the fee structure is an advisory retainer or a placement fee per hire. Question 3 identifies the employer of record for the workers you provide. Question 4 clarifies if work occurs at the client site or under your own sponsorship. Answering these 4 questions routes your business into one of the 5 strictly defined regulatory categories. This matrix defines the first category as Human Resources Consultancy. It covers policy and payroll advisory with low capital requirements. Category 2 is Executive Search. This involves sourcing senior candidates on an advisory retainer and often needs no ministry approval. Category 3 is Recruitment and Placement. This requires mandatory ministry approval and a 300,000 dirham bank guarantee. Category 4 is Temporary Staffing. This involves employing and seconding workers and requires a 1 million dirham guarantee. Category 5 is Manpower Supply. This model carries the highest compliance load and the heaviest financial guarantee. Pure advisory categories allow fast setup. Regulated categories require pre-approved contracts and governance to protect workers. Treat online figures as planning estimates. The official ministry service page provides the version that counts for budgeting. First, confirm your jurisdiction between mainland and free zone. Then, select your precise human resources activity. Step 3 is choosing a legal structure. Step 4 involves reserving a matching trade name for the business. Step 5 is applying for initial approval. Step 6 requires preparing passports, business plans, and leases. Step 7 is submitting payments. Step 8 is receiving the license after any required ministry approvals. Step 9 is applying for visas. Step 10 is opening your corporate bank account to handle payments. For regulated setups, ministry approval shapes your capital, contracts, and timeline from the first day of planning. An advisory license costs between 14,000 and 18,000 dirhams on the mainland. This chart reveals why the bank guarantee often represents the largest financial commitment for recruitment firms. Misclassification traps are common. Incorrectly classifying full-time roles as part-time can trigger a regulatory audit. Fines for misclassification run from 5,000 to 50,000 dirhams per employee. Specialists at Best Solution view compliance as the most efficient path to market in Dubai. Founders can launch on a professional license and plan a compliance upgrade path for later expansion. These strategic decisions are handled daily at Best Solution. Best Solution has successfully handled over 4,500 corporate banking applications for its clients. An international firm recently planned to apply for a heavy recruitment license for executive search work. An expert audit showed their model fit an advisory structure, saving them unnecessary guarantees and months of delay. Another firm faced a 90-day delay because of governance and guarantee inconsistencies in their application. Specialists re-audited the documents and restructured the guarantee, securing ministry approval in 7 working days. Expert intervention ensures your capital is deployed efficiently to achieve operational revenue quickly. First, define your model with the 4 questions to determine if a guarantee is necessary. Second, treat the bank guarantee as your real budget line. It ranges from 300,000 to 1 million dirhams. Third, confirm live figures with the ministry to prevent the most expensive mistakes in the setup process. This information is provided by Best Solution. Founded in 2003, Best Solution operates with over 50 specialists as partners with all major free zones. You can visit our Business Bay office for a free consultation to build your personalized roadmap. Do not let the wrong regulatory decision cost you more time and money later.